Good morning, viewers at home. My name is Adeotola Today Michael. I am a tutor of bioinformatics. I want to talk on from code to cure, the evolution of bioinformatics from 1977 to 2055. The code open. Bioinformatics is not just biology of data, not only data, medicine, and human survival. That means by the year 2055, the most powerful breakthrough we are going to record and that is going to happen in science is not going to happen in the laboratory. It's not going to happen in the laboratory. It is going to be in written code. Now, what is bioinformatics? Imagine a bioinformatics as a language. Let us read a code of life and rewrite it. So bioinformatics is the fusion of biology, statistics, and computing in order to make use of biological data. So we are going to do bioinformatics. It is going to be in analyzing data, making use of statistical data, biology, and computer science in order to understand life. The birth of bioinformatics, which started in 1970 to 1990s. These are the key milestones. By the year 1977, the first complete genome of a bacteriophage was sequenced. And as we can see it on the screen, that was the first time bioinformatics actually came into being. Not only that, around the same year, there was an early development of sequence alignment tools, BLAST, the one we are going to be making use of later on in this course. After that, there was a creation of the gene bank and MBL as well as EBI, that is the databases. Now, what are the impacts of this? It was to lay the foundation for computational biology. Now, what happened in the year 2000? By the year 2003, there was a completion of the Human Genome Project. Not only that, as we can see it on the screen, that was when the Human Genome Project began, and the world around molecular biology rejoiced because the first Human Genome Project, which was for multi-million dollars project, was achieved. After that, there was a microarray and gene expression profiling before we now went into getting emergence of system biology. And the impact of this was explosion of genetic information and precision medicine. So that was around 2000. That was when precision medicine, that is diagnosis, medicine with accuracy, that started. And in the year 2010 to 2020, that was another decade. AI and personalized medicine also came into being. And the key milestones are AI and machine learning integration for disease modeling. There was rise in CRISPR and gene editing. So that was when we discovered that the gene of microorganisms, there are some microorganisms that have editable genes to which is actually called CRISPR. And after that, there was personalized treatment plan by the use of bioinformatics, and the impact was on targeted therapies, faster drug discoveries, and real-time disease tracking. At that point in time, it was very possible for us to be able the onset and the pathogenesis of any disease. Now, the future of bioinformatics, which is starting from this year, which is 2025, and the year 2055. That is in some 30 years to come. Our projection that if we are in the right place that we're supposed to be in the right time of data genesis, that means by year 2055, where are we going to be? By then, there is going to be a quantum powered genome assembly. After that, at that level, there's going to be globalized of a predictive health platform, and bioinformatics will be used for us in climate resilience in agriculture. That is, by that time, it is expected that from the bioinformatics tool and our knowledge in bioinformatics, we should be able to actually come up with information that's going to help us in forecasting climate, so as to determine the type of crop we are going to plant and the type of crop we should plant, and that is going to ensure that food security is what is sustained. Then there's going to be full integration. So if we are expecting that bioinformatics should end very soon, we should know that bioinformatics is just starting, because at that point in time, by that year, between now and the next 30 years, there's going to be global application of bioinformatics in health, in agriculture, as well as in biotechnology, because bioinformatics is actually making use of artificial intelligence. As we can see on the screen, we see a medical doctor that is standing before an AI image, and that is using it for health. Now, why is it matter? Why does it matter for us to be in the right place of bioinformatics now? Now we know that just like I said, biological data is this, which is scattered all over the world. Now it is bioinformatics that is going to help us to translate that chaos into clarity. That is going to make meaning out of it all. The only thing we can see is just that we'll just be seeing different alphabets, that is, which are the nucleotide bases that make up the DNA. So then after that, from cancer prediction to pandemic modeling, this is a field that is going to save so many lives. Where are we in 2025? Now we are at the genomic analysis. That is, successfully we can analyze the ancestral disease. So if somebody is sick now, we can actually trace the disease back to when to his ancestor. That is where we are today. So then also by the year 2025, which is also today, we have been able to make use of artificial intelligence driving compounds and chemicals to be able to make use of them to produce drugs. Then in this year too, we are at the level of a personalized medicine, which has to do with that. Personalized medicine is just individualized medicine. That is treatment that is meant for us and not for any other person, because this is year 2025 and bioinformatics has actually come to stay with us. The trend in 2055, that is in the year next 30 years to come, AI is going to be much more relevant to virtually everything for us in genomics. So by that time, it is going to be much more relevant. Then there's going to be a cloud and big data realism. So what we are saying is that by that time, 2055, there's going to be too much. We are complaining that by now we have a lot of enormous data, but now and by then there's going to be much more data that's going to be in cloud, that we can find it at our fingertips. Then the next one is going to be quantum computing, whereby we can make use of artificial intelligence and make use of our elementary knowledge in bioinformatics to generate protein folding, as well as use it in drug design and be able to unlock so many worlds. Then there's going to be real world application of bioinformatics. The real world application of bioinformatics is going to help us to know our disease risk before even symptoms will begin to set in. Nowadays, and even in the past, until we have symptoms, it is very difficult for us to be able to predict or diagnose that kind of ailment. But with bioinformatics that has come to stay with us, we can really recognize the symptoms before they will begin to even show. Then we will be able to also apply it to fix so many genetic errors as a result of editing. So, for example, now if you ask anybody to type some manuscript for us, maybe a manuscript, maybe our project or whatever, if the person makes any mistake, we can re-edit it, we can rearrange it, we can correct it. So the same thing is also very possible nowadays that bioinformatics is staying with us. So it's very possible for us to fix some genetic errors. Then again, we will be able to make use of it and apply agric in genomics, that is agri-genomics. That is another field that is going to make sure that there is end in hunger, and with our production of climate resilient crops, that is some crops that are able to resist any, that can adapt to any condition at all. Then the next one is a career roadmap. If you are a bioinformatician now, just like we are listening to this presentation today, I want to believe that our journey as a bioinformatician is actually starting. So where can we end up in? What are the areas can we actually diversify on? And that is what is called career roadmap. Don't forget that I told us that bioinformatics is not just a course, but a career, a profession, a discipline that has integrated a lot of other disciplines with it. So we can become a bioinformatics specialist, that is somebody that's going to be an architect of live data. If you need any data about any organism, we can specialize in it. Then the next one is we can also be a genomic data analyst, that you be able to translate some set of code into care. So that is, for example, now the alphabet, when you combine alphabet together, for example, somebody that is called Kola now, for example, Kola. So it is as a result of arrangement of certain alphabet. That is why it is making meaning to us. There are other ways by which we can still arrange Kola to give us another meaning. So we can also be computational biologists. These are the simulators of future organisms. So it is very possible for us to also end up a career as a computational biologist. Why do we need to start now to be a bioinformatician? The first thing is that there is massive demand for bioinformatics all over. In drug industries, in healthcare, in agri-tech, and even in artificial intelligence. And apart from that, lucrative salaries. The least paid as a bioinformatician now is to be paid with $70,000 per month. So that means there is a future for bioinformatics. Then apart from that, we need to start now in order to make a real impact on global crisis. There are a lot of pandemics and a lot of food insecurity. So that is that. Then apart from that, how can we be a bioinformatician? Don't forget that somebody who is not educated, somebody who is uncertified, somebody who has no certificate for anything, that person is nothing or nobody rather than a quack, rather than somebody who is illiterate. So that is why when you have any certificate in bioinformatics, it's going to boost your credibility. It's going to make you to be qualified for research grants, scholarship, internship, and global job roles. Then it's also going to make you relevant in program and edge. So the call to action now is to join the league, the movement of bioinformaticians. People are really making it all over the world, and that is the trend at which everything is going. So it is a bioinformatician today that is allowed to join the network by collaborating, learning it, and getting it discovered. Every decade, you need to know, every decade has its own golden scale. In 2055, it will be